Hello friends, in this video we will be discussing about another famous economist, that is John Maynard Keynes. This figure is very important when we are doing research in economics. As all of you know that till Keynes there was only one stream in economics, that is called classical economics. All the economists were termed as classicals till that point of time. It was Keynes who brought about a new change in economics. So in one sense, we can say that he is a revolutionary in economics. Till that point, in classical economics, all the economists were given consideration, or they gave more importance to supply side of the economics. Nobody given so much importance to demand side. It was John Maynard Keynes. After Great Depression of 1930s, he explored the area demand. In effective demand theory, he says that to address depression, the only way or the most effective way is effective demand. He told the government to undertake government expenditure and give money to the people. He said government expenditure should be carried out in such a way that they should spend it in productive activities and the people should get an income. This will boost the economy, and in due course of time, economy can move from depression. It was 1930s depression that forced Keynes to think in that line. Till that point, classical economists believed in invisible hand of market. They said there is no government intervention is needed. The demand and supply can manage itself. The price mechanism is the invisible hand which will correct any mismatch between demand and supply. But Keynes said that it is not like that. Price is not so much flexible that it will bring out any mismatch between demand and supply. In some point, in certain time, government intervention is required because price rigidity can happen. In classical economics, they said about wage flexibility. They said that demand for labor and supply of labor will be corrected with wage flexibility, and there will be equilibrium in the labor market also, like that in the goods market. In goods market, price will bring the equilibrium. In labor market, the wage flexibility will bring the equilibrium. But Keynes said that no, it is not so. Wage rigidity can also happen in labor market. So an automatic equilibrium, an automatic adjustment between labor and supply of labor and demand for labor will not happen all the time. Classicals told about full employment. The economy will reach a full employment equilibrium. Keynes said that it is not so. The economy will be in underemployment or unemployment equilibrium. At any point of time, there will be a certain section of population who is unemployed. So these are some of the interventions of Keynes. This bring about a very major shift in economics. From this point onwards, Keynesian economics, new Keynesian economics, neo-Keynesian economics, all this came into picture. Thank you so much for listening. Study well, stay safe. If you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up and do recommend this channel to your friends. Thank you. Hello students, so we discussed about John Maynard Keynes. In this session, we will be discussing about Joseph Alois Schumpeter. So this is the photograph of Joseph Alois Schumpeter. He was an Australian trained economist, an economic historian and author. He is regarded as one of the 20th century's greatest intellectuals. Schumpeter is best known for his theories on business cycles and the development of capitalist economics, and for the introducing the concept of entrepreneurship. As all of you know that the whole world is dependent upon the entrepreneurs. I am not saying that they are the sole base, but they are one of the strongest base of the economy. For Schumpeter, the entrepreneur was the cornerstone of capitalism, the source of innovation, which is the vital force driving a capitalist economy. So he said that without an entrepreneur, a capitalist economy will not survive. His key takeaways. He is best known for his 1942 book Capitalism, Socialism and Democracy, the theory of creative destruction, and for offering the first German and English reference to methodological individualism in economics. Schumpeter served as Minister of Finance in the Australian government, the president of a private bank, and a professor before being forced to immigrate due to the rise of the Nazi Party. The economist coined the term creative destruction to describe how the old is being constantly replaced by the new. Schumpeter also introduced the concept of entrepreneurship. Schumpeter's work was initially overshadowed by the contrasting theories of his contemporary, John Maynard Keynes, but it now has become the centerpiece for modern thinking on how economics evolve. So this is a contribution of Schumpeter. In the next session, we will be discussing about Karl Marx. Thank you so much for listening. If you liked my video, please do subscribe this channel and recommend this channel to your friends also. Stay safe, study hard. Thank you.